All right, so James Harden was just traded for Darius Garland, second round pick. I got to say that again. James Harden was just traded for Darius Garland and a second round pick. That's it? That's all you got. Darius Garland and a second round pick. Now, look, I get it. James Harden's 36 years old. He wants another 2-year deal. Extension, cool. You got to make a move to get up off of that so you don't got to pay him his money. But you need a little more return than just a 26-year-old point guard who we've been saying for years and years now has all-star potential. Has potential to be an elite PG in the league, but the boy is never healthy. DG is one of my favorite point guards in the league at that age to watch. All right, when we talk about that 26, 25, and you're under, love DG's game, right? But he's not available enough to make this move make sense because you're also pairing him with another guy that we don't know if he's going to be healthy night to night. So it doesn't make sense to pair them up together, especially, let's talk about this, okay? When you look at James Harden's, his issues over the years, going from Houston to Brooklyn. Okay, we gave you everything you wanted in Houston, doesn't work out, go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn doesn't work out for off the court and on the court reasons, you go to Philly. You're supposed to ride that out for years and years. You're supposed to retire a 76er with Joel Embiid. You have issues with Daryl Morey. You ask for out. Cool, they send you to the Clippers. Now you're doing it again? And let's look at the situation they were in. Let's look at the situation as a whole. You send Chris Paul home. You have all of those issues. You start the season 6-18. Now you're starting to make headway. Now you're putting up around 25, 10, something of that nature. And then you have Kawhi Leonard getting healthy. Now he's putting up 25, 26, 27. Zubac is coming back into the fold. They starting to look a little bit better than the team that we thought was going to end up handing over a third overall pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But now you choose when you guys are rolling that when you're supposed to be out for personal reasons, you show up at an Arizona State basketball game. That don't make sense. Like, why are we doing this now? You had an opportunity to make some noise in the playoffs. All right, not really. That's cap. Maybe you had an opportunity to just get into the playoffs. Now you ask for a trade. Cool. Let's talk about the Clippers. You trade 36-year-old James Harden for Darius Garland, who is 26, not really going to be healthy most of the time he's there. And like I said, you pair him up with Kawhi. I don't like this move this early in the trade deadline week. The reason why I say that, you have so many things happening right now. You have Ja Morant, who's going to potentially be available. Everybody's been throwing his name around. You have Jaren Jackson Jr. just got moved. You have Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's in play. I would interject my name into the conversation to get one of the pieces that's going to be involved. It's more than likely going to be a situation where there's 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 teams involved, and you can get something out of that deal. You can get more picks out of that deal and send James Harden somewhere else. You can put your name in the hat. Zion Williamson, he could be. There's so many options that you just gave up on by trading for Darius Garland this early in the trade deadline week. Like I said, there's a number of opportunities for you to get involved in some of these deals to get a better quality player and get better picks than just a second round pick. Okay, I don't understand that decision. Now, let's talk about what's next. Let's talk about what's next because we have to be realistic. This is the Clippers and this is the Cavaliers. The Clippers, they never have a game plan for the future. So this could either be Darius Garland and we're happy for the trade deadline, or this could be Darius Garland for James Harden. Now we got to find a way to get out of Kawhi Leonard's situation, and we got to find a way, this could be a building block for something more. With the Clippers, we never know. Then you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers side. And this is what bothers me about the Cleveland Cavaliers side. You already gave up Hunter. Now you're giving up Garland. What exactly are you doing? What exactly is the game plan? Because I don't see anything on this roster right now that makes me think they're going to be an improvement on what I saw in the postseason last year. This is where the Cleveland Cavaliers always lose me, because the Knicks, they may not be having the best regular season, but come playoffs, they're a scary team to match up with because they have size, they have athleticism, they have defense, they have shot making, they have coaching, they have all of those things. The team in green, not going to talk too much about them, but they play ball. All right. They're going to be a team that, standing across from Cleveland, I might pick the team in green to win that series. When you're looking at, just the entire landscape of the Eastern Conference, this move, trading for James Harden, doesn't make me say, now they got a real shot at getting out of the Eastern Conference this year. But I will say that James Harden putting up 25, 10, and 5, whatever it is, right now is better than Darius Garland missing time night in and night out. I will say that. And also, you free up Donovan Mitchell. He can come off screens more. He can be a little bit more aggressive, knowing that there's another guy that could potentially take the load off and score points in bunches just like he can. But again, I don't see anything in this situation that says Cleveland substantially got better and the Clippers' future is that much brighter after making this move. DG has great potential, but is he going to change your franchise in the sense that I can build around DG, get rid of James, get rid of Kawhi, and we start this thing all over? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't get that sense when I look at this roster. But let me know in the comments. Get this video a like, subscribe to the channel. James Harden traded for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. That's one more for the good guys.